Hey there folks, Lenny Rudo here for Fish Talk Magazine. Today we are on a Crevalle 26 Bay. And you know what? Just poking through this boat, I've already found a ton of little features and perks that I did not expect. Come on and check it out. Here's a feature on this boat I love. We got a Minn Kota Riptide with spot lock. So as we sit here and check out this boat, we're not going to move one iota. The foredeck is laid out really nicely. Its hatches are on friction hinges. You open them up, you leave them, they stay there. You can see they're finished on the inside and the hatches dog down tight. You gotta like that. Fully finished inside and they drain overboard. Another thing you gotta like. But here's something that's different. I don't think I've ever seen this before. The center compartment and this compartment in the side are actually open to each other. So if you want, you can stow larger items in there. You can reach into one from the other. Interesting. And on the starboard side, oh, let's shut that first. On the starboard side, you've got a rod box with a rack for 5 rigs. Right in front of the console, obviously, we have a seat. Pop it up. You've got a forward live well. So if guys are live baiting and someone's fishing in the bow, you don't have to walk all the way to the stern to get your fresh spot. Now, what I really like over here, here's another unique thing. This is a bay boat. Ever seen this before on a bay boat? I don't think I have. Built into the in-wheels, you have compartments for your safety gear. They're even marked safety. You do have a head on the console, not unusual for a 26-footer, but unusual for a bay boat. Now, I'm not going to lie to you folks, it's a little tight, but I can actually fit in here. Up at the helm, you've got a nice ergonomic layout. What I like here is you've got a 12-inch screen. Now, personally, I would say a glove box, that's great, but I'd rather have another 12-inch screen. Well, guess what, folks? You can get another 12-inch screen right there. Okay, we got a multifunction seat here. It's got a fold-down armrest. It's got the bolster that swings down, and we got a center armrest. Whoa, with cup holders. This top and these rocket launchers are powder-coated. When you grab them, they don't even feel powder-coated. That's because there's a clear coat over top of the powder coating to protect it. Now let's come over here. What do we got behind the spreader light? Oh, look at that. Yep, misters built right into the hardtop. Behind the leaning post, we've got a freshwater sink, 2 removable cutting boards. These are removable, replaceable. And then underneath, you've got tackle stowage galore. I'm telling you, there's almost enough space for all the tackle I like to carry. Almost. And then on top of that, your slide out Yeti underneath. The live wells in the aft deck are pretty tremendous, really. You got the baby blue interior, you've got your fully finished hatch on both sides with a gasket, and then over here, notice your standpipe goes down in here and you've got this panel here so that your bait doesn't get messed up in there and start banging around and hurt itself. On top of that, you've got multiple water inlets, so there are no dead spots in this well. And yes, it's lighted also, and hey, this is only half your capacity. You've got another aquarium over here on this side of the boat. Here's another surprise. This boat has a standard issue jack plate. That is not a cost-adding feature. That's standard right there. The boat handled great and popped right out of the hole. At a mellow cruise of just over 20 miles an hour, we were getting better than 3.1 miles to the gallon. And cruising at 35, we were still getting over 2.5 miles to the gallon. What about wide open throttle? Well, we ran in the upper 40s while turning only 5,400 RPM. Obviously, the boat wasn't propped ideally. Now, correctly propped, this should be a 50-mile-an-hour boat. In fact, there's no doubt in my mind it is, but unfortunately it had just been delivered and there wasn't time to swap out the props before I arrived. Anyway, you cut it, the boat has clearly got plenty of pep. Now, a lot of folks talk about the low sides of a bay boat. Why would you want that? Well, here's a prime example, folks. When you get that fish, it makes it really easy to reach it. And, in this case, let it go. And that, anglers, is what I call one heck of a fun boat test.